Oh, now we're going. Now we're cooking with gas. So I just want to welcome everybody here. And as you can see, that picture right there says it all. Hello, August. I am so happy for the last, oh my gosh, what's it been since November? Everybody has been doing their best, trying their hardest, and qualified for a cruise to Dubai. And several people have done that. I think the last count was 98, and that's just the ones that have accomplished it. But a lot of those have people coming with them. So I think there's like 170. We're going to find out probably tomorrow. So much is happening tomorrow. We're going to find out a lot of stuff after our mastermind call tomorrow morning. So anyway, I'm Sherry Denny. I am your corporate director here with Team Visionaries. We've got lots of corporate directors, and that's what I want to do to help you get there. We've got to work together and create some momentum. And boy, do we have something that's going to start doing that now. As if the drops weren't enough, which they were, but you know how people get. Oh, we've got this, we've got that. You guys don't forget, it is the only company in the world that has these lozenges. We're the only ones. So keep that in mind when you're talking with somebody. It gets people excited. So anyway, let me see, what have I brought on today? I'm pretty sure we've got some major wins to celebrate, and I have a few more people that were coming on. However, I know one of them's with their grandchildren right now, and the other I'm not sure, but that's why we record this, so they can see it later, right? So I want to start out with some new enrollments, and I want to do a little bragging on this because this has been really, really cool to have just this last few days, this many people come in. So I want to welcome our newest associates, Destiny Muth, that was sponsored by Miss Diane Lucas, Dr. Lucas's wife. And it's fun to have her here. Her family's farm is just right down the street from me. And this is fun. Michelle Shower called me last night. In fact, she was going to call me yesterday while I was doing this event. You guys, hey, don't ever hesitate to call or text me, no matter what I'm doing, even at an event, because I see your name and I'm going to talk to you, because it's always about, well, mostly always about business. And she had somebody to register. Guess what? They did it without me. That was pretty cool. See, this is what we want, is people to be able to know enough about what they're doing here to be able to go into their back office and enroll a new associate. But a lot of times that doesn't happen on your first one. Okay, so just sometimes it takes 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. It doesn't matter. I live for this. I love doing this. So anyway, congratulations to Michelle Shower for bringing in Carrie Braun from Colorado. She went down there and visited, and guess what? Signed somebody up. That's pretty cool. And then yesterday, now Judy, you're so smart. Judy, we got together while I was at this event, and I just walked away and stood up on the hill. And after a while there, we kind of started enjoying the music that was playing, right, Judy? I mean, this kid was up there killing it on his guitar, and he sounded like a whole entire band. By the way, Judy, I found out that guy just lives down the road from me, and he plays at the local place here every Thursday night. So guess where I'm going? Anyway, Judy calls me up, and we went ahead and got Thomas Emmons all registered as an associate. So Judy also has her first person that is headed her way to a 2-star rank now. And then out of the blue, and this is where I wish this guy was on board with us tonight. Where are you, Randy Keeper? Because he brought on our newest mentor builder, Anastasia Keeper. And this is so cool. I wish he was on here to tell this story. He's gonna hit himself.
Randy is here.
Oh, you are here? Randy,
Yes.
tell me about this, about this lady that loves our skincare so much. There he is.
She's a hard sell. She's a hard sell. So I just left it laying around on the counter, and she's curious enough to try it. And so she tried it and loved it.
Did you hear what he said, you guys? he left it on the counter and she was curious enough to try it.
I
Love
don't
it.
tell her she has to try it. She won't. So I just leave it around with the instructions and she tried it.
That is so funny. And it worked. So she's gonna love this.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this
And
is
then now
just
she's got
awesome.
her esthetician and stuff interested in stuff in it.
And oh, I am so glad you brought that up, Randy, because we are in search of an esthetician. If you guys know any of them, please connect with me or in fact, Tina is looking, we're searching together. And I think Tina may have found one, but we can use like 10. We can use 1,000, but we're looking for an esthetician that will take a look at this and go, wait a minute, what? Whoa, this is really awesome. And they'd love to do overviews. So it's interesting. We talked to another gal. It was Clee's lady that he talked with. I'm trying to remember.
Julia,
Yes,
Julia,
Yulia from
Ohio.
well, she's in Ohio, but she's from not Moldova, but next door. What's next door?
Oh,
Anyway,
Ukraine.
the Ukraine. Thank you so much. And she's already agreed. She wants to get to know this and do some overviews for us. So that's another thing that I'd love to be able to be training more of you on. Y'all know how to do it. You just got to, be brave and put yourself out there and do it. So anyway, we are looking for estheticians, bring them on board, and we already have the PowerPoint for them. They don't even have to figure it out. So thank you so much, Randy, for coming on and telling us about Anastasia. And I think I've got another message in the chat here. Oh yeah, Katrina. Yeah, I'll bet you do know some. So let's make that happen. And you too you've already made 2-star and boy, you are working your way up. So that's going to be really fun for you. So anyhow, let's see, what do we have here next? Some people have been busy this last weekend and one of them still is. Cleve, what do you got going on?
Well, I've been spending the week at the Wood County Fair, so I share it with my friends. So that's like half a table, and so been talking to people. Some of them have been pretty hopeful, but today was a really slow day. So I got up and I just started walking around to all the vendors and showing them what I do. And I ran across this lady. She's very similar to Yulia. She has her own business and everything. And she is now, or currently, she is signed up. And tomorrow we'll get her on a package. She wants some stuff to help her husband and some other of the products. So we didn't have time to do it today, but we're going to do it in the morning.
Oh,
so
good.
I don't know which
Start your
package she's
August.
going to buy. Huh? Yeah, I know.
That's awesome. Start your August out right.
Yeah,
I know I'm
yeah,
holding
it's
back on
awesome.
2 people too.
Okay, so that's number one. And then on a personal note, at the fair, I won first prize and second prize in my photographs, and also honorable mention for one of them. So that was pretty cool. And
Awesome.
then when I came home from Seattle, I got really sick, and I ran a couple COVID tests, and I tested positive. So I devised my own APL Go cocktail, and I stuck to that for a couple days. And then on the third test, I decided, well, I'm still pretty sick, so I went into the doctor and got it all checked out, and I'm okay. But thanks to APL Go, I got over that really quick. So I think anyway.
We keep hearing those stories like that. When it was running rampant, it wasn't so easily figured out. But you've been on it for a while, so that's got to be helpful.
Yeah. So I can give you the whole list, or we could do that later. But
just put it in the chat.
I will.
Whatever works for you could work for somebody else as well. So that'd be fun. Just go ahead and put it in the chat. Thank you so much.
So it's a great way to start the month for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but not being sick. Yeah, let's make that,
Yeah.
let's get rid of that, all right?
Yeah, I feel great right now. So
Oh, that's really good. So see what happens when you get out and start sharing with people. You know, it's not funny anymore, but it used to be funny. We just sit here and we just work from home, and we're out on social media, and that's what the C word did to us. But now that we're out getting around people, and if you don't know the right sentence or icebreaker or whatever it is to say, we have that in our files on our Team Visionaries Facebook page, and it's a file. If you just click on the files tab, there's, I don't know, probably 20, 30 sentences you can use there, but this one always catches people's attention. Is the this or that bag? It's in my bag back behind me. And they go, well, what is that? And that starts, if you can get anybody to say, what is that? Or what do you mean? You've got the conversation started. So that's what happened with me yesterday. I got called at 11:30 at night. What was yesterday? Was yesterday Sunday? Yeah. I got called 11:30 Saturday night. Of course, y'all know me. I'm already asleep. And it's the older I get, the earlier it gets late. So I of course I answered it, and she wanted to know if I could fill in for somebody that wasn't going to come out. And I think they decided not to come out. They canceled because they thought it was going to rain. I mean, come on, we've only had 10 days of sunlight since May. So yeah, it's probably going to rain. Bring a tent and do your thing. But it was for the food bank of Alaska, right here in Palmer, Alaska. And I wanted, anytime you can help out the community, that you go do that. And I just thought, what a great opportunity. And y'all know me, I've got, my tent's ready, my box is ready for shows, and I'm just ready to take it out there. And of course, I was the first one that showed up yesterday morning, had my tent all up, ready together, because with that, I was able to go out and talk to some of the other vendors. And I got to tell you, it wasn't the vendors that were interested. It was the few people that actually came by. A lot of people were there for the garage sale stuff that, they had this whole thing framed around. But the two people that I was literally able to sit and talk to for more than 5 minutes, most everybody, it was just a weird day yesterday. They are very interested in this, and I'm going to be calling them tomorrow. A lot of people did register for a free drawing that I had, so I've got a lot of those people that I can just call back and just say, hey, I'm sorry you didn't win. However, you saw what I have at my booth, and would you be a little bit more interested in me talking to you about healthy, nutritional candy? Like it tastes like candy. They already know that. Can I send you something that gets that conversation going? So that's kind of an icebreaker for people. Now, I want to know, did anybody else have a win that they want to talk about? Something really cool that, maybe cool or not, I don't know, but something that's happened during the week that you want to go ahead and brag on yourself. This is what we want to happen here. Anybody?
Well, I'm driving, so it might be noisy. Let me know.
You're good. You're good, Daniel. Where are you now?
Well, I'm in Grants Pass, Oregon, heading south.
Okay, and it looks like you have a spotlight tower from the ocean. What do they call those things, you guys? It's in your back
that's
seat.
the Queen Head light.
Looks like it's sitting in your back seat. So what win or brag do you have for this week? What's going on?
Well, I went up to a memorial for pet mom, and my dad's been, he's 86 years old, 87. And so his back's been giving him problems and stuff like that. And I said, well, here, take a couple of the STP, and then I gave him some of the SLDs too. And I can't tell you which one worked better. He wasn't too sure, but he loves them both. So my sisters and my one brother, they all noticed that he's got more of a spring in his step. So I told them what it was, so they all tried it too. So we'll see what happens.
Isn't that interesting what those two drops alone I mean, well, together, but those 2 drops do. Isn't that just amazing? I sucked on those all day yesterday.
Well,
Yeah, I
can
could
tell
have a
you,
whole
everybody
table.
who normally takes, anybody who normally takes the NSAIDs, you know, like you know, even if it's Tylenol, which is not an NSAID, but you know, any of that stuff they take, ibuprofen, any of that kind of stuff. Every time I watch, this stuff always does at least as good or better.
Yes. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you brought that up because one of the ladies that stopped by that is really interested in this had her husband with her and he kept kind of moving from side to side and she goes, "Are you okay?" And he goes, "Oh, my back is just killing me." So I said, "Hey, you know what? I've got a drop for that." So I gave him a SLD and an STP. And so of course he wanted to know what it was. But I said, just pop it in your mouth. It tastes like candy. And the look on his face was like, whoa, this is really good, which by the way, got him interested. And then while we're sitting there talking we talked for a good 20 minutes. He wanted to know which one of those do you think it was that made his back not hurt so much? Because he stopped moving around a lot. And I said, well, it's kind of a combination of both of them. And he said, "Can I get some of that?" Yeah, I got it right here. So, good. I'm glad you brought that up, Daniel. And Clee, you were saying something. You'd have a whole table of that if you could.
Yeah, because everybody at the fair, that was the main thing that they were, I said, "What's your issue?" And I said, "I got pain here, I got pain there." I said, "Well, try this, try these." And, so I could just have a whole table of those 2 things and it'd be
So what is
enough.
that? Take 2 and call me in the morning?
Yeah.
You know what, you guys? That is exactly what happened at the fair, the Alaska State Fair out here in Palmer last year. I went through 3 boxes. Now, mind you, there's 30 in each one. 3 boxes of MLS, STP, and SLD for the people that were working in the booth. And I think we got 6 people registered from the booth, and they're still working with APL Go. But this year, they're going to buy their own.
Well, I can tell you absolutely for the people that want that most rapid acting, the SLD is the one. I mean, yeah, the SLD, but if you want one that lasts a little bit longer, then the STP is the way to go.
Yes, it
I
is.
know I spent the last week up on a mountain basically, and I was just the STP, SLD, and the GPS pretty much saved my butt.
I love these testimonials. You guys, did you know that the next the next slide that comes up is testimonials? I think we pretty much just cleaned that one. We did that really well, right?
There you go.
So if anybody, in fact, Randy, you got to take that testimonial and put it into our DNA drop testimonial group, because that's a new one. I love it. And let people know it saved your butt, because that is what people are looking for. Yeah.
I'm going off mic now.
Okay, thank you so much, Daniel. Hey, who wants to know about news and current promos? Well, guess what? There is none. No. So we are going to be, I'm just being silly, you guys. We are going to be announcing all the newest news and anything that's coming up. In fact, I'm not really sure what the product of the month is going to be, because we've done them all except PFT, of course, Happy, and Air. So we're not sure what I believe it's going to be Happy or Air. That I know, well, I'm going to tell you a little bit what's going to happen this Saturday, but the product of the month is going to be a product that we can do 2, you buy 2 and you get 2 for free. And I can guarantee it's not going to be Happy and it's not going to be Air. So we're going to be making that decision tomorrow on our mastermind call. So stay tuned, you guys. But what is happening is there's a final decision that was made on the PFT pilot group. And, we had 39 people and they wanted to back it off and back it down to 30. And so we didn't get all the people we wanted on there, but this is the group that has been chosen from Team Visionaries. And congratulations to all of you. And by the way, y'all, and you've already been really good at connecting on the team messenger there. If anything comes up, just respond to it as quickly as you can, because this is going to be a do it now trial. It's not going to be something that's going to take, 2, 3, 4 months. It's going to be done in 30 days. So pay attention to all that. But I do have.
Well, you look at that good looking guy there. His name's Randy.
We got Brandy, yeah, and Daniel Meyer is on there, Christy Short, and Katrina, and myself. You know what? I didn't put myself on there. I'm on there as well, you guys, just so you know. And let's see. They did send out. In fact, I think I sent it to you earlier today that there's going to be some information sent out. So I think you're going to be getting that Tuesday morning. And I've got another message here. Let's see. Oh, Clee put the cocktail that he put together for making him feel a lot better when he came back from, I hate to say that word, so I just always call it the C word, but that's the cocktail. If you guys want to look in the messenger, actually, I mean the chat, but you know what? For people that can't see the chat, I guess I better say something, huh? His cocktail was 2 GRW, HPR, MLS, ALT. Is that 2 GRW and 1 HPR MLS, or is it? Are you there, Clee?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking as I'm reading this, it's 2 GRW, an HPR, MLS, ALT, 2 air, 2 RLX, an STP, and a GTS in the morning with BRN and MLS again. That makes sense, having an MLS again later at night. Thank you so much for putting that up there, Clee.
Sure.
Okay, so here's what is happening with the PFT. Are you guys ready to get ready? Well, guess what? The very first learning about everything about PFT ingredients is going to be this Saturday, August 5th at, wow, that's going to be noon. So 9 a.m. Pacific, good, 8 o'clock here, because I'm actually doing a seminar on PFT in All About Herbs in Wasilla on Saturday at 11 o'clock. So I'm glad I'm able to make both of those. So there's going to be, that's going to be from Mary Esther Gilbert. And so just join us Saturday, and that's going to be on rockstarzoom.com. I am so glad that Tina put this one together, because we were looking for somebody, a holistic doctor, somebody in the nature path, direction there, to be able to do something. And there's a lot of them. We got a lot. Do something regarding our products every Saturday at noon Eastern. So if you know anybody, you guys bring them our way, and if they know about the products, because that's what it's about. It's not what they're doing. It's about what our products can do for you guys. So what we're doing is we're going to start posting these flyers. You guys, I put these out. In fact, I had to pull one of them off of a place that I posted it on because I needed it at the event yesterday, and it worked really well. I just set it up on my poster there. So start posting these flyers everywhere. Sorry about this. It has my link on there, but there's another one of those that is in the files or on our Team Visionaries Messenger that you can pull off. If you don't see it or can't find it, then let me know and I'll get you that, and you can fill in your link or your name or your phone number, obviously not just your name, but your name and your phone number right down here in this place here, and get these flyers out to people. I think I asked you guys this last week. Do you guys remember those signs that we had that long time ago, and they just said weight loss on them in big bold letters? I think we need to make a bunch of those. And Daniel and I were talking about it earlier this week. Make a bunch of those and post them, on telephone poles or whatever with your phone number on it, not your name, just weight loss phone number. And I'll bet your phone will start ringing off the hook, but you've got to have the information to get back to them, right? And this is what we have, what we're going to see is this weekend. So here's another thing. You can make these flyers. I don't know, use your imagination. We are going to have a lot of new marketing materials coming out. And I'm just like, I've already taken my before pictures, and you got to be really bold to do that. But I am determined to get this excess C weight off from the after C, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And PFT is what's going to do it. I just know it is. So anyway, there's other information I want to give to you tonight. I hope I'm not going all over the place here. I actually have slides that help keep me focused here, but I've got so much stuff going on in my mind. And today was the end of the month, and we do have a lot of new people coming in, and boy, am I glad it's the end of the month. And can I ask you guys just one itty bitty teeny tiny favor? If the last days of the month is the 30th, get everything done on the 29th. If the last day of the month is the 31st, please get everything done on the 30th. The day of, you wouldn't believe how wild our phones get. Any of the leaders, corporate directors, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It was crazy wild today, and somehow or another, I had to bake a pie in there and get it over to my daughter's house for her family. So I managed it, but you just got to do what it takes. But if you can, try to get that done the day before instead of waiting till the last minute. And on that note, we have put together the welcome team. It's an email that goes out, and I have changed a few things on here. One of the biggest things, not that I've changed, but one of the biggest things that people ask me for, because here lately, when people are getting in, they're signing people up and they're wanting to know how they get their money. So that is on starting your Pay Quicker account. And if you go into, I don't know if I put it on here, but if you go into our Team Visionaries, because it's a lot easier to find it in ours than it is on Team Go Extreme, go into Team Visionaries, into the files, and I believe it's probably the first file on the top right now. So I just recently put that in there, and it directs you with a Word document exactly how to go about setting up your how to get paid. And I mean transferring your money from APL Go, what is available. And just so you know, when you first come in, the very first time, you got to set up Pay Quicker, but the very first time that to receive your money, it can take 7 to 9 days. By the way, that's all of us. The first money is held because they have to make sure that there's no fraud out there. They don't know who's doing it, or well, they do now, but hold on just a second. We were pretty much taken to the cleaners 2 years ago. Was it 2 years ago already, or was that last year? With just for starters, $167,000 in fraud. So they have these fraud things put into place so that doesn't happen anymore. So go ahead and set it up, and it'll probably ask you to fill out your W-9 as well, and then it will be released. There's a section in there. I wish I could show you right now. I didn't put that in there, but there's a thing on there that says, I don't remember if it says transfer or whatever it says, but it's incorrect. We're not able to, on the translation on that, it didn't come through right in English, but we are not able to transfer funds from one person to another, which we were able to do when we first started this. But there's an extra box down lower than that, and it will have the money that you have available to you in it. When you see that money available, that's when you know you can transfer that over to Pay Quicker. By the way, that is all in that Word document. So we not only have this, but you can take a screenshot of that if you like, but here's the rest of it. All of our training and overviews are, every Sunday night. We've got Monday night, we have this, and every Tuesday night it's with Tina and Kelly. And we also have training and stuff for people that aren't on Facebook is www.teamgladiatortraining.com, and that is updated quite frequently with Tina or Kelly. Somebody's doing, that's their website that they've been initiating. So, and I think I've got another thing on the chat here. And, oh, okay. All right. So somebody's got a, that's great. Glad to always have you here, Jeff. And the other thing that we want, I wanted to bring up to you is the new calendar. And you can take a screenshot of this. Really, the only thing that's new on here is, you know, we've been doing our team Visionaries on the 3rd and the 4th, and now it's the 5th Monday, but that's okay. There will be a time when I believe this nation call may get changed. And if not, I don't know, we're going to have to talk about this as a team, maybe when I stop the recording here. But going 2 weeks and then having 2 weeks in a row, that just doesn't make sense to me. It should be every other week. I'd like to have these every single Monday night. We may move those over to Wednesday. Don't everybody come unglued, but there's more people that are available on Wednesday, because the only thing that we have is our corporate opportunity Zoom, and we do all those on Tuesday anyway, you guys. So I don't think we'd be missing out, or it would be Thursday, but I don't know. That's something we need to talk about. But the newest addition here is the product and science training that's at noon. This Saturday is the very first one, and I can't wait because it's got PFT on it. So anyway, with all that said, I do have and I'm not going to do it tonight because it would take too long to do it, but I do have a brand new presentation that I have put together for, basically I put it together for All About Herbs. It's a seminar that I'm doing this Saturday at their location on the Palmer-Wasilla Highway in Wasilla. And if anybody would like to see that or would like to go over that, I wouldn't mind showing that to you, because I'd love to get more people doing overviews. And that's what this is all about. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording and see if I can find that again. And it's not coming up. There we are. Sorry about that. Stop the recording and get any questions answered that you have. Okay.